Hello everybody, RexTempus, time traveler here. Oh, sorry, let me look at the screen. Hello everybody, RexTempus, time traveler, and today, amusement park owner. Actually, I've been an amusement park owner for a while now, as I'm going through this summer and building things for you in Theme Park Tycoon. So, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to make a roller coaster, but a very specific type of roller coaster. Now, if anybody has played Theme Park Tycoon, then you've gone into, like, maybe you've looked around at other people's worlds. Maybe you haven't built it yourself, but you've seen one of these rides where people get on at the station. It goes up a little ways, it rocks back down, and that's the entire ride. See, there you go, Adele. Up, back. And, well, she seems happy about it, but anyway, and yeah, there you go, Darius. What I'm going to do today is I'm basically going to build like an ultimate version of this. I call it like a rocking horse ride, because you just kind of go up gently, come back down. So, what we're going to do to make this extreme is, first of all, we're going to be talking about doing the entire height of the world. So, that means we first have to start by going down as our starting point. And the other thing we're going to do to kind of make this a little bit unique is that we are going to be doing it actually running directly under this one. So it's actually just 2 blocks over from where we are. And its start is actually going to be just right across the way from it as well. Now, I did measure this out. You can go about 9 blocks down to get to the bottom of the world. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, so this is the bottom. Okay, we are going to be filling in, because this is like all going to be open up a little bit, and I'll show why, but this is actually where the ride is going to start. Now, rides like this do have to need a height of 3 blocks, so we're definitely going to be doing that, and then we're just going to be going a really long distance in this direction. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is trying to figure out what's our point at the other end that we're actually going to be popping out. Now, the other thing that we can do to make this a little bit more interesting is we're going to come over into here and, like, see, oh, well, we come out to here and there is the actual ride itself. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of a platform going up, and that way we can, like, our exit's going to take us right into this other section of the ride, or the park. So you're going to exit into the main kind of underground area. Yep, see, people get off and they'll come up through here and boom. Alright, so that's probably about where we want to, oh. Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and dig down from, whoops, from this side. Now, because this is a cart as opposed to people, we will need things to be a little bit higher. Alright, so now we're at the very bottom, and now we just have to meet up with the other path coming from the other direction. Alright, so there we go. And what we'll do is we will come back in here later on, and we were going to go ahead and paint everything to look like a rock. Now, this paints like the entire column, but let me come up here and kind of show you what the problem with that is going to be. Is that you're going to have this random block, and I mean, if you do like the whole column, you're going to have like everything here running down this path that's going to be colored like this. But it's actually easier to do it this way, and just then come into block manipulation. Just remove these ones, so your entire column below that will be painted like rock, but this area will be grass, so that people won't actually know that there's this whole tunnel coming out, but they'll just see like this ride shooting up here, and they'll be like, well, where did you start from? Now, one of the reasons I am taking out both, like, I'm going to take out each side, is because just watching all of this from the ride is going to be a little bit boring running through the dark that much, because we all kind of need that sense of like there's movement, and that's only based on what we can actually see or reference points. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting lights along the way to make it a little bit more interesting as far as that, so that you can actually note like how fast you're going, how, your movement, distance, things like that. And of course, because you are underground, you are going to be in darkness until such a time as you reach a point to exit. Now, I guess we technically don't even need it here, because once you get to the end, you can be just, use this natural light of the ride. But alright, now let's go back to the ride. The way we're going to create our reference points as far as that goes is we're going to come into the scenery. We're going to be putting in some neon lights. That'll give us that sense of like movement. It'll also give us light, things like that. So the main thing we want to do is look at what'll be the right lights. Now the ride itself, because of the one we chose, you actually face down when you're moving, so we don't have to worry about people being blinded by it. But at the same time, this will provide a nice way to note distance, and we can also even color them just to provide a nice little extra effect in all of this. I'm just going to go ahead and do some of this now so that it'll make, as we're working, a little bit easier to see, because what's the point of me doing something like this if nobody can see what I'm doing? Alright, so we're going to put a flying coaster in here. These are all station tracks and we want them to be here, so 3, 4. Yeah, that'll probably be pretty good. And from here, we're just going to do a whole bunch of booster tracks. And then from here, we're just going to do a whole bunch of straight tracks. Now, we are going to go up to the sky limit ultimately, so, but it'll be easier to kind of figure it out once we get over there. Once we test things out to see, like, kind of the, oh, what the, alright. This is super easy, except that I now have to travel this long path down. And block manipulation. Air. Alright. So now that we got ourselves a little bit of a path here, we'll just go ahead and add this in. Now that we're up here, we're going to start turning. There we go. Now here we'll just kind of straighten it out for a little bit, and then we will throw in another turn, angling it down just a little bit first. Alright, so now we've got through here. Now we're going to spiral it upwards and try to get ourselves to the very top. And let's see, we'll tighten up the turn a little bit at this point. And how high can we go? Alright, that's about as high as we can go. Okay. Build and a little bit more, and okay. So ultimately we're going to try and get our car all the way up there without going much past it. So now the only other thing that we could do is test it. I don't know if it'll let us test it. The other thing is, since we're down here, we won't know about it testing until we get, there we go, and up, and too much momentum. So the best way to do that is just to find where some of the booster tracks are and just turn them into regular pieces until such a time as it's slowed down enough. So thankfully we can tell the difference between the booster ones and the regular ones right about here. So let's just come into here and we'll edit the track at our selected, oh really, that's our selected point? Alright. Now we can back out, or we can just hit this back buttons basically until we get all the way back to the booster tracks. So this is the first booster track, so we'll just go ahead and remove it. And let's just go ahead and remove one more, and let's just see where we're at as far as that goes. So now let's just build regular ones, and there we go. Alright. So for this, let's test it. When it comes close, let's see if we can hop on. And whee! I got it. So up and around and all the way up. And can you get to the top? And almost. Almost there. But this is what this whole process is for. So let's just select this one and try it again. Alright, let's just try this again. There's going to be a decent amount of trial and error with this. Oh, great. Now I'll only know if it works if it actually comes back down. I won't get to see just how high it goes. And can I make it in time? Oh, I wish I didn't run at normal human speed. Ah! So it actually did make its way back down. Alright, let's see how... Let's try that again. Alright, so we'll close it. Then we'll do testing. And here it comes. Up. And... So I don't even technically need that little bit at the end, but... Man, that looks pretty cool. And yeah, the little up and down, I knew that it'd have enough momentum either way. I thought that'd just be a nice little additional touch. So now what I'm going to do is come over to here. I'm going to test it again, this time with me writing it from the very beginning, which means I'm going to close it for now. And then work on, write it from the start. Alright, so now you're looking down. And let's see the camera angle. Holy cow, this is insane. And woo! Whoa! And yeah! And then it goes back down, and I mean, honestly, you gotta admit, this is pretty much the ultimate version of that one ride I was talking about back there. So, alright, so the only things left to do are one, to add my entrance and exit. So let's build the entrance here. And we'll put the exit over here. And I think... Can I put it over here? I think I may have to add another track piece or do something kind of a little bit different with the exit point. So, alright. Will this be enough? Ah, I'm stuck. No. So now we'll come into here, build it. And there we go. Alright, so now I just gotta mark this as open. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Let's change up the appearance a little bit. Here we go. Let's... Oh yeah, that'll look dramatic. Oh, and these supports are just gonna be a pain in the butt. Anybody want to come and ride this ride, huh? Anybody? It's open. Alright, so this has been me. Like I said, kind of making an ultimate version of this ride. Want to say thank you for watching this episode of Theme Park Tycoon. We'll see you next time. Bye!